so fun to see a full house. For those of you who don't know, me, I'm Sharon. Yay! All right. I'm Sharon Baring and husband Tom Baring. We are directing a repeat of a 25-year ago show that we did. So today is the 25th anniversary of Beat, Baring et al. Players. And just out of curiosity, we were trying to remember who all was here 25 years ago. Who remembers the first show of Beat? Lois. Nathan was 6 months old. It's just Lois and Nate and Tom and I guess. Wow. There are others who were here. Scott and Kathy are not in town. Wendy and Andy are not in town. Wendy and Kevin are not in town, but they're still here in Beat. And then there were a number of you who came shortly after that, within the next year. How many of you have been here since 2020 or 2001-ish? Yeah. Okay. So Baring et al. Players was a brainchild from Tom's family of origin. His parents were doing play readers, and so he grew up watching plays.
And I wasn't going to say this, but today is my father's birthday.
Oh!
He will be 103. So it's actually pretty freaking cool. Actually.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah, so Tom grew up watching his parents play and so Y2K, who all was in Fairbanks in Y2K? Okay, bitter cold. But during that celebration that we were at, it became the brainchild or the brainstorm for what became Baring et al. Players eventually. So Y2K, and then May of 2000 was our first show. And it was Bus Stop. So I was playing the young woman in the show when I had brown hair. It's been really, really fun seeing this cast. It's 8 people, so it's challenging to get that many people together all at the same time for a rehearsal and for the show. But we were able to do it. It's been a lot of fun, and I don't want to tell you more. Bus Stop. Here we go. Yes. We need to introduce guests. There are a number of you that have maybe not been here before.
We should introduce everyone.
We'll go ahead and introduce ourselves, and if you brought a guest, please introduce them. So I'm Sharon. Lois says you put food in your mouth. Hey, Paul.
Yours.
Nikki Eisman, Charlie Basham.
Lynn Basham.
Cam Dock.
I'm Lois Henderson.
I'm Patrick Roach, and this is Tom's brother Todd. This is his second show.
Yay!
Lynn Kemmerling.
Julie Kaufman. Caroline Brown, my first show.
Mine too, Craig McKay.
Chris Pupner.
Chris is my guest. I'm Sam Dushevsky.
Taco Reynolds.
Sarah Masterman. Lynn is not my guest. She's Kaz's guest, but I would have her as my guest. Macy.
Awesome.
Steve Masterman, and this is our son, who's a guest of Tom, invited actually, not us. Hi, Rick. Also Masterman.
I'm Cynthia Steiner.
And I'm Charlie Steiner.
I'm Anne Hanley.
I'm with her, Owen.
I'm Danielle. Danielle. Yeah.
Tom Moran.
Nancy Fresco.
I'm Nathan Baring. I'm Everett's guest.
And I'm Paul Ledesiak.
All right. So with that, here we go.
listen to that wind. March is coming in like a lion. Grace, you should come over here and look out. See the way the wind is blowing things all over town?
I wonder why I can't get the operator.
I bet the bus will be late.
I bet it won't. The roads are okay as far as here. It's ahead they're having trouble. I can't even get the operator. She must have more calls than she can handle.
I bet the bus doesn't have many passengers.
Probably not. But we gotta stay open, even if there's only one.
I shouldn't think anyone would take a trip tonight unless he absolutely had to.
Are your folks gonna worry, Elma?
No. Daddy said before I left home, he bet this happened.
Well, you better come back here and help me. The bus will be here any minute. We gotta get things ready.
Nights like this, I'm glad I have a home to go to.
Well, I got a home to go to, but there ain't anybody in it.
Where's your husband now, Grace?
How should I know?
Don't you miss him?
No.
If he came walking in now, wouldn't you be glad to see him?
You ask more questions.
I'm just curious about things, Grace.
Well, kids at your age are. I don't know. I'd be happy to see him, I guess, if I knew he wasn't gonna stay very long.
Don't you get lonesome, Grace? When you're not working down here?
Sure I do. If I didn't have this restaurant to keep me busy, I'd probably go nuts. Sometimes at night, after I empty the garbage and lock the doors and turn out the lights, I get kind of a sick feeling, because I sure don't look forward to walking up those stairs and letting myself into an empty apartment.
Gee, you feel that way. Why don't you write your husband and tell him to come back?
Because I get just as lonesome as when he was here. He wasn't much company except when we were making love. But making love is one thing and being lonesome is another. The rest of the time, me and Barton was usually fighting.
I guess. My folks get along pretty well. I mean, they really seem to like each other.
Oh, I know all married people aren't like Barton and I. Not all. Now, maybe I can get the operator. Ugh. Quiet as a tomb.
I like working here with you, Grace.
Do you, honey? I'm glad, because I sure don't know what I'd do with you. Without you. Weekends especially.
You know, I dreaded the job at first.
Why? Thought you wouldn't have time for all your boyfriends? Maybe you'd have more boyfriends if you didn't make such good grades. Boys feel kind of embarrassed if they feel a girl's smarter than they are.
What should I do? Flunk all my courses?
I should say not. You're a good kid and you got good sense. I wish someone could have reasoned with me when I was your age. But I was a headstrong brat and I had to have my own way. I had my own way, all right, and here I am, a grass widow running a restaurant. I'll probably die in this little town and they'll bury me in the back house.
You girls been able to use your phone?
No, Will. Operator don't answer.
Oh, that means all the lines are down. About time for the Topeka bus, ain't it?
Do now.
Well, you're gonna have to hold them here. I don't know how long the highway's blocked between here and Topeka. Maybe it'll be all night getting it cleared.
Oh, I was afraid of that.
They got the highway working, they got highway gang working on it now. Telephone company's trying to get the lines back up. March is coming in like a lion, all right.
Yeah.
The station's kind of cold. You got any coffee?
Just went through, Will. Fresh as you'd want it.
Storm like this makes me mad. It does. It makes me mad. Just like all the elements had lost their reason.
Nothing you can do about a wind like that.
Maybe it's just because I'm a sheriff. I like things in order.
Let the wind blow. I just pray God to leave a roof over my head.
That's about all a person can do.
Well, here it is.
Better fill some water glasses, Elma. Remember, the donuts are left from yesterday, but it'll be all right to serve them. We got everything for sandwiches but cheese. We got no cheese.
We never got cheese, Grace.
I guess I'm kind of self-centered. Well, I don't care for cheese myself, so I never think to order it for someone else.
Gee, I'm glad I'm not traveling on that bus tonight.
I wonder who's driving tonight. This is Carl's night, isn't it?
I think so.
Yes, it is. Remember, honey, I always serve Carl.
Sure, Grace.
Is there some place I can hide?
What?
There's a man on the bus. I want to hide.
Well, gee, I don't know.
I could just hide in the powder room. Okay, if a tall, dark, lanky cowboy comes in here, you can just tell him I disappeared.
Hey, you can't hide out there. It's cold. You'll freeze your...
It's outside.
It's just a country town.
I can see anything for 20 minutes.
I got news for you. The bus may be here all night.
What?
The highway's blocked. You're gonna have to stay here till it's cleared.
Criminy. What am I gonna do?
Oh, I better go out and tell Carl about the delay.
What am I gonna do?
There's a little hotel down the street.
What do you take me for, a millionaire?
What seems to be the trouble, miss?
You a policeman?
I'm the local sheriff.
But everyone likes him. Really.
Well, I ain't asking to have no one arrested.
Who says I'm gonna arrest anybody? What's your trouble?
Well, I need protection.
What from?
There's a man after me. He's a cowboy.
Where is he?
He's on the bus, him and his buddy. I jumped off the bus the very second it stopped to make my getaway. But there ain't no place to get away to. And he'll be in here pretty soon. You just gotta help me make him let me alone.
You met him on the bus.
No, I met him in Kansas City. I work at the Blue Dragon, the nightclub there, down by the stockyards. He come there with the annual rodeo. Him and the rest of the cowboys was at the nightclub every night. Every night there was a big fight. The boss said he ain't gonna let them cowboys come back next year.
Okay, so then you followed him on the bus.
He put me on the bus. I've been abducted.
Abducted? But you packed the suitcase?
I was going somewhere else. I was trying to get away from him. But he picked me up and carried me to the bus and put me on it. I didn't have nothing to say about it at all.
And where's he planning on taking you?
Says he's got a ranch up in Montana. He says we're gonna get married as soon as we get up there.
And you're against that?
I don't wanna go to some God-forsaken ranch in Montana.
Well, if this cowboy's really taking you against your will, then I suppose I'll have to stop him.
You just don't know this cowboy. He's mean.
I reckon I can handle it. You relax now. I'll be around most of the night. If there's any trouble, I'll put a stop to it.
You're safe with Will here. Will's very respected around here. He's never lost a fight.
Well, what are you talking about, Alma? Of course I've lost a fight. Once.
Grace always said you're invincible.
Oh, there ain't nobody that's invincible. A man's gotta learn that. The sooner the better. A good fight has gotta know A good fighter has gotta know what it is to get licked. And that's what makes the difference between a fighter and a bully.
There's gonna be trouble. I can feel it in my bones.
Ah, this castle hath a pleasant seat.
Could I hide my suitcase behind the counter so's he won't see it when he comes in? I ain't gonna say anything to him about not going to Montana with him. I just wanna let him think I'm going till the bus pulls out and he finds I ain't on it. That's the only thing I knows to do.
You need worry with Will here.
Oh, think so? He looks kinda like Moses, don't he?
He is a very religious man. Would you believe it? He's a deacon in the Congregational Church.
Well, my folks was holy rollers. Will you give me a cup of coffee? Lots of cream.
Ooh, howdy, Carl. You bring this wind?
Nah, brought me.
Aren't you the comedian?
Oh. Wind is doing 9 miles an hour. Bus is doing 20. What's your guess about the road, Will?
Oh, they got the highway gang out. It'll be a few hours, though.
Telephone lines up too?
Yeah, but they're working on them.
Driver, it seems to me we are still in the state of Kansas. Is that right? What do you mean, still? You've been in the state of Kansas about half an hour. But I don't understand. I was told when I left Kansas City that I would be across the state line immediately. And now I find something different. You was kind of anxious to get across the state line, wasn't you, Jack? Why, whatever do you mean? Nothing. Anyway, you're across the line now. In case you didn't know, Kansas City is in Missouri. Are you joking? Listen, there's Kansas City, Kansas too. What you got on in Kansas City, Missouri. That's the trouble with you Eastoners. You don't know anything about any country west of the Hudson River. Come now, don't scold.
Carl, let me hang up your coat for you while you get warm at the stove.
Nymph in thy orisons, be all my sins remembered.
I'm sorry your bus is held up.
Oh, is that a nice way to greet me?
I mean,
after my loving greeting, all you can think of to say is, I'm sorry your bus is held up? Well, I'm not. I would much rather sit here looking into the innocent blue of your eyes than continue riding on that monotonous bus.
don't you have to get somewhere?
I have a ticket in my pocket to Denver, but I don't have to get there. I never have to get anywhere. I travel around from one town to another just to prove myself that I'm free.
The bus probably won't get into Denver for another day.
Oh well, what is our next stop?
Topeka.
Topeka? Oh yes, that's where the famous hospital is.
Yes, the Menninger Clinic. It's a very famous place. Lots of movie stars go there for nervous breakdowns and things.
Does the town offer anything else in the way of diversion?
It's the capital of Kansas. It's almost as big as Kansas City. They have a university and a museum, and sometimes symphony concerts and plays. I go over there every Sunday to visit my married sister.
Aren't there any Indian tribes around here that have war dances?
Don't be silly. We're very civilized.
I'll make my own judgment about that. Meanwhile, you may fix me a double shot of rye whiskey on the rocks.
I'm sorry, sir. We don't sell drinks.
You don't sell drinks?
not intoxicating drinks. No, sir.
Alas.
We have fresh coffee, homemade pies, cakes, all kinds of sandwiches.
No, my girl, you're not going to sober me up with your dainties. I am prepared for such emergencies. You may give me a can of your finest soda.
You better not let Will see you do that. You're not supposed to.
Who is he, the sheriff?
Yes. Lots of people do spike their drinks here, and we never say anything, but Will would have to make you stop if he saw you.
I shall be most cautious, I promise.
I sure don't envy you, Carl, driving weather like this.
Yeah, March is coming in like a lion.
This is all the passengers you got?
There's a couple of cowboys, crazy cowboys, rolled up in the back seat. Thought I woke them, but I guess I didn't.
Shouldn't you maybe go out and do that now?
I'd just as soon they stay where they are. One of them's a real troublemaker. You know the kind, first time off the ranch, wild as a bronco. He's been making on for this little blonde down here.
Yeah, she was telling me.
Let me tell you, I had a good mind to put him off the bus the way he's been acting. I say, there's a time and a place for everything.
That bus may get snowbound pretty soon.
I'll go wake him in a minute. Just, Will, let me have a little time. A little extra time. You know what, Grace? This is the first time you and I have ever had more than, 20 minutes together?
So what?
Oh, no. Probably be here most of the night. Sure it'd be nice to have a nice little apartment to go to. Someplace to sit and listen to the radio, and with a good-looking woman like you to talk to. Maybe even have a few beers.
That wouldn't be a hint or anything, would it?
What? You don't have an apartment like that, do you, Grace?
Yes, I do. But I never told you about it. Did that ordinary Dobson fella tell you I had an apartment over the restaurant?
Dobson. Can't seem to remember anyone named Dobson.
You know him better than I do. He comes through twice a week with the Southwest bus. He told me you and him meet in Topeka sometimes and paint the town.
Oh, yeah, I know Dobson. Vern Dobson. Right principal fella.
Well, if he's been gabbing to you about my apartment, I can tell you he's only been there once. When he come in with his hand cut and I took him up to bandage it. Now that's the only time he's ever been there. On my word of honor.
Oh, Vern Dobson speaks very highly of you, Grace.
Well,
very highly.
He better. Now what are you gonna have?
I get a ham and cheese on rye.
I'm sorry, Carl, we got no cheese.
What happened? The mice get it?
None of your wise remarks.
All right. Make it a ham on rye then.
I'm sorry, Carl, but we got no rye either.
I can vouch for that, sir. I just asked for rye myself and was refused.
Look, mister, don't you think you ought to lay off the stuff till you get home to the missus?
The missus, did you say? I have no missus, sir. I'm free. I can travel the universe with no one to await my arrival anywhere.
That's all I ever get on my bus. Drunks and hoodlums.
How's for whole week, Carl?
Oh, okay. Make it whole week.
Yes, I am free. My third and last wife deserted me several years ago for a ball player.
Your third?
Yes, my third. Getting married is a careless habit I've fallen into. Sometime, really, I must give it up. Oh, but she was pretty. Blonde, like the young lady over there. And Southern, too, or pretended to be. However, she was kinder than the others when we parted. She didn't care about money. all she wanted was to find new marital bliss with her ball player, so I never had to pay her alimony, as if I could. And then there was my second wife, a different type entirely, but she was very pretty too. I have always exercised the most excellent taste, if not the best judgment. She was a student of mine when I was teaching at an Eastern university. Alas, she sued me for divorce on the grounds that I was incontinent and always drunk. I didn't have a chance to resign from that position.
Hey, how much of them donuts over there?
I'll make you a special price. 2 for a nickel.
Okay.
That time of year thou mayst in me behold, when yellow leaves, or none, or few, do hang upon those boughs.
I never was so cold in my life.
Do you honestly work in a nightclub?
Sure, I'm a chanteuse.
That's French, isn't it?
I call myself Cherie. I don't know, I just seen the name once and it kind of appealed to me.
It's French. It means dear one. Is that all the name you use?
Sure, that's all the name you need. Like Hildegard. She's a chanteuse too.
Chanteuse means singer.
How come you know so much?
I've taken French in high school.
Oh, I see. Sorry. I see. I never got as far as high school. See, I was the oldest girl left in the family after my sister, Violet, ran away. I had 2 more sisters, both younger than me. 5 brothers, most of them older. Was they mean? Anyway, I had to quit school when I was 12 to stay home and take care of the house and do the cooking. I was a real good cook, honest.
Did you study singing?
I just picked it up listening to the radio, seeing movies, trying to put over my songs as good as them people did.
How did you get started in the nightclub?
I won an amateur contest. Down in Joplin, Missouri, I won the 2nd prize there. Couple of boys won 1st prize. They juggled milk bottles. I don't think that's fair. Do you?
No.
To make an artistic performer compete with jugglers and knife throwers and people like that.
No, I don't.
Anyway, 2nd prize was good enough to get me to Kansas City to enter the contest there. It was a real big contest, and I didn't win any prize at all. But I got me a job at the Blue Dragon.
Is that where you're from? Joplin?
Oh, no. Joplin's a big town. I lived about 100 miles from there, in River Gulch, a little town in the Ozarks. I lived there until the floods come in 3 years ago this spring and washed us away.
Gee, that's too bad.
I don't know where my folks are now, except my baby sister Nan. We all separated when the floods come in, and I took Nan to Joplin with me. She got a job as a waitress, and I went to work at Liggett's drugstore till the amateur contest opened.
It must be fun working in a nightclub.
Well, it ain't all roses.
You gonna be here a while, Will?
I reckon.
I'm gonna send them cowboys in here now and leave you to look after them.
I'll do my best.
Tell you something else, Will.
All but jiggered.
So you better keep an eye on him, too.
Ain't you coming back, girl?
Tell you the truth, well, I like to go out walking. I'm darn stiff sitting at the wheel. I'm gonna go for a long walk.
In this blizzard, you're gone crazy.
No, that's just the kind of fellow I am. Well, I like to go for long walks, in rain and snow. Freshens a fellow up. Sometimes I walk for hours.
You do?
Yep, 4 hours. That's just the kind of fellow I am.
Imagine going out for a walk on a night like this.
Well, it's really very good for one, Will. It really is.
He said he was gonna wake him up, and then he'd be in here pretty soon. You won't let on anything I said about him, will ya?
No, cross my heart.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date.
Why, that's one of my favorite sonnets.
It is. Do you read Shakespeare?
I studied him at school in English class. I love the sonnets. I memorized some of them myself.
I used to know them all by heart. And many of the plays I could recite in their entirety. I often did for the entertainment and the annoyance of my friends.
Last fall, I memorized the balcony scene for Romeo and Juliet. A boy in class played Romeo, and we presented it for convocation one day.
Ah, I wish I'd been there to see.
Where I went to school, we didn't read no Shakespeare till 9th grade. In 9th grade, everyone read Julius Caesar. I only got as far as the 8th. I seen Marlon Brando in the movie though. I sure do like that Marlon Brando.
Madam, where is thy Lochinvar?
I don't know anything you say, but I love the way you say it.
And I know and understand everything I say, but privately despise the way I say it.
That's so cute. I had a very nice friend once that recited poetry.
And whatever could have happened to him?
I don't know. He left town. His name was Mr. Everett Brubaker. He sold second-hand cars at the corner of 8th and Wyandotte. He had a lovely Pontiac car with the top down. He talked nice, but I guess he really wasn't any nicer than them others.
The others?
Well, you meet quite a few men in the place I worked at. The Blue Dragon nightclub, out by the stockyards. Ever hear of it?
No, and I deeply regret the fact.
You're just saying that. An educated man like you wouldn't have no use for any place like the Blue Dragon.
I wouldn't.
Hey, why didn't anyone wake us up? Virgin, I might have froze out there.
Hey, shut the door.
Cherry, how come you get off the bus without letting me know? That ain't a way to treat the man you're gonna marry.
Shut the door, cowboy.
That's no way to treat a fella. Cherry, to slip off the bus like you wanted to get rid of him, maybe. Yeah, you, and come in here and eat by yourself? I thought we'd have a little snack together. Sometimes I don't understand you, Cherry.
For the 100th time, my name ain't Cherry.
I can't say it the way you do. What's wrong with Cherry?
It's kind of embarrassing.
Cowboy, will you have the decency to shut that door?
Why? What's the matter with you, mister? You afraid of a little fresh air? Why, man? You ought to breathe real deep and get your lungs full of it. That's the trouble with you city people. You get soft.
He's the sheriff, Bo.
Supposing he is the sheriff, what's the matter to me? That don't give him the right to insult my manners. Does it? No man ever had to tell me what to do. Did he, Burge? Did he, Burge?
Nah, but always comes a time, Bo, when...
My name is Bo Decker. I'm 21 years old and own my own ranch up in Timber Hills, Montana. Where I got a herd of fine Hereford cattle and a dozen horses, and the finest sheep and hogs and chickens anywhere in the country. And I just come back from a rodeo where I won about every prize there was, didn't I, Verge? Yep, I'm the prize bronco buster, the steer roper, and bulldog, or anywhere around. I won them all. And what's more, have my picture taken in Life magazine. So I appreciate your talking to me with a little respect in your voice, mister, and not go hauling orders to me across from the room like I was some no-account servant.
Did you ever see anybody like him?
You was the last one in, and you left the door open. You should have closed it. I don't care who you are. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the door's closed now. What are you arguing about? Seems like we're gonna be here a while, Verge. How's for getting some grub?
Not yet, Bo. I got my chewing tobacco.
That's old Verge for you. Always happy as long as he's got a wad of backy in his mouth. Well, I'm gonna have a little snack. Miss, why don't you give me about 3 hamburgers?
3?
Yep.
How do you want them?
I want them raw.
Honest?
Yep, it's the only way to eat them. Raw, with a thick slice of onion and some piccalilli.
Well, if you're not joking.
Just a minute, miss. That ain't all. I'd also like me some ham and eggs and some potato salad and a piece of pie. I ain't so particular what kind of pie, so long as it's got some of that meringue on top of it.
We have lemon and chocolate. They both have meringue.
Lemon and chocolate. I like them both. I don't know which I'd rather have. You know, I'll have them both, miss.
Both?
Yep. And set a quart of milk next to me, too. I'm still a growing boy. Traveling always picks up my appetite. That all you have is just a measly donut?
I ain't hungry.
Why not?
I just ain't.
You ought to be.
Well, I ain't.
Wait till I get you up to the Suzy Q. It'll fatten you up. I'll bet in 2 weeks' time you won't even recognize yourself. Come here, Cherry. I missed you. But doggone, I love you. Cherry, just the way you are. You're about the cutest little piece I ever did see. And man, when I walked into that nightclub and place, I hear you singing my favorite song standing before the orchestra looking like an angel, I told myself then and there, she's for me. I ain't gonna leave this place without her. Now I got you, ain't I, Cherry?
Bo, there's people here, and they're looking.
What if they are? It ain't no crime to show a little affection, is it? Especially when we're gonna get married. It's no crime I ever heard of. Mwah.
Bo, for crying out loud, leave me be.
Cherry, that's no way to talk to your husband.
That's all you've done since we left Kansas City is maul me.
Oh, is that so? Well, I certainly ain't one to pester any woman with my affections. I never had to beg no woman to make love to me. Did I, Verge? I never had to coax no woman at all to make love to me, did I?
No.
Nope. Everywhere I go, I got all the women I want, don't I, Verge? I gotta fight them to keep them off me, don't I, Verge?
Here are the hamburgers. The ham and eggs will take a little longer.
Okay. These will give me a start.
Thelma, honey, I got the darndest headache.
I'm sorry, Grace.
Can you look after things for a while?
Sure.
Because the only thing for me to do is go upstairs and lie down a while. That's the only thing that's going to do me any good.
What's the matter, Grace?
I got a headache, Will. It's just driving me wild.
That's so.
you are now the mistress of the inn.
You haven't told me about your first wife.
Now, how could I have omitted her?
What was she like?
Well, she was the loveliest of them all. I do believe she was. We had such an idyllic honeymoon together, a golden month of sunshine and romance in Bermuda. She sued me for divorce later on the grounds of mental cruelty and persuaded the judge that she should have my house and my motor car and an alimony that I still find it difficult to pay. For she never chose to marry again. She found that all she wanted out of marriage, she didn't have to marry. But perhaps I am being unkind.
Miss, was you waiting for me to lay them eggs?
I'm sorry. They're ready now.
Them hamburgers was just a horse d'oeuvre. Thank you, miss. Daggone! Cherry! Cherry, what do you want to bring your suitcase in here for? Hey, I'm asking you a simple question. Why'd you bring your suitcase in? You tell me.
Now don't come near me, Bo.
Tell me, what's your suitcase doing in there behind the counter? What were you trying to do? Fool me? Was you planning to get away from me? Is that what you've been sitting here planning to do?
Bo, let me be. Take your hands off me, Bo Decker.
Tell me, Jerry. You tell me.
Leave the little lady alone, cowboy.
Mister, you got no right interfering between me and my fiancée.
Maybe she's your fiancée. Maybe she ain't. But anyway, you ain't gonna abuse her while I'm here. Understand?
Abuse her?
I think you better tell him. Tell him now, miss. Miss, just let him know how you're feeling.
What's this critter trying to say, Cherry?
Well,
Better tell him.
Now, Bo, don't get mad.
I'll get mad if I feel like it. What you two got planned?
Bo, I don't want to go up to Montana and marry ya.
Yeah, you do too.
No, I don't.
Anyways, you'll come to like it in time. I promised you would. Now we've been through all that before.
But Bo, I ain't going.
What?
I ain't going. The sheriff here said he'd help me. He ain't gonna let you take me back any further. I'm staying here, and I'm gonna take the next bus back to Kansas City.
You ain't gonna do anything of the kind.
Yes, I am, Bo. You gotta believe me. I ain't going with you, and that's final.
But Cherry, we was familiar with each other.
That don't mean you gotta marry me.
Why, I'd take you across my knee and blister your little bottom.
Don't you touch me.
You can't pay no attention to what she says, mister. Women folk don't know their own minds. Never did.
Don't you come near me.
You're gonna follow me back to Timber Hill and marry up. You just think you wouldn't like it now because you've never been there, and the whole idea is kind of strange. But you'll get over them feelings. In no time at all, you're gonna be happy as a mud hen. I ain't taking no for an answer. By God, you're coming along.
You're not taking her with you. Now, what is it gonna take to get that through your skull?
This ain't no business of yours.
It's my business when the little lady comes to me wanting protection.
Is that right, Cherry? Did you go to the sheriff asking for permission for protection?
Yes, I guess I did.
Why? What do you need protection for? From a man who wants to marry you?
'Cause
Why? I said I loved you, didn't I?
I know you did.
See there? See, I told her I loved her and I want to marry her. And with a world full of crazy people going around killing each other, you ain't got nothing better to do than stand there trying to keep me from it.
Yeah, but you're overlooking just one thing, cowboy.
You're so smart. Tell me what I'm overlooking.
You're overlooking the simple fact that that little lady doesn't want to marry you. Doesn't.
Now, Bo, take it easy. Bo, don't blow your lid. He's the sheriff, Bo. You gotta hold on to your temper.
That polecat bastard, he said she didn't love me.
Pay no attention to him, Bo. Come on over here and sit down. You gotta think things through.
Let me be, Verge.
Ask the little lady if you don't believe me. Ask her if she loves you.
I wouldn't ask nothing of the kind.
All right then, take my word for it.
I wouldn't take your word for a cloudy day. I'm telling you, she loves me, and I ought to know.
Well, she ain't getting back on the bus with you. We'll have it at that. So you better take my advice, sit down with your friend, and have a quiet game of pinochle. So that bus gets on its way and takes you with it.
Do like he tells you, Bo. I think maybe you got that little lady wrong anyway.
Don't you say nothing against her, Verge.
I ain't saying nothing against her. It's just, I see no reason why you should marry a gal like that. She don't love you, that's all. And I kind of doubt she's as good of a girl as you think she is anyhow. Now, come on over here and sit down.
I don't feel like sitting.
What shall I do with the ham and eggs?
Just keep them on the stove and keep them warm, miss. He'll have them a little bit later.
I don't think you'll be bothered anymore, miss. If you are, my station's right across the street. You can haul her.
Thank you very much, I'm sure.
You gonna be all right, Elma?
Why, yes, Will.
I'll look in a little later.
Okay, Will.
I don't know why, but I always seem to relax more easily when a sheriff leaves the room.
I think it's awfully unfair that people dislike Will just because he's a sheriff.
But you see, my dear, he stands as a symbol of authority, the most dreaded figure of our time. Policemen, teachers, lawyers, judges, doctors, and I suppose even tax collectors. We take it for granted that they are going to punish us for something we didn't do, or did do.
But you said you were a teacher once.
But not a successful one. I could never stay in one place very long at a time, and I hated having anyone over me. Like deans and presidents, department heads, I never was a man who could take orders from anyone without feeling resentment. Right or wrong, I have always insisted on having my own way.
What am I gonna do, Verge?
Oh, you gotta quit depending on me so much. I don't know what to tell you to do except for sit down and be peaceful.
I can't be peaceful.
Why can't you? All right then, just pace around like a panther and be miserable.
I just can't believe it.
What can't you believe?
Oh, nothing.
Well, Bo, if you got something on your chest, it's best to get it off.
Well, I never realized a gal might not love me.
Intermission.
I don't even look at
How's it going?
Oh, it's
How intense?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I just got another
Yeah, I did just go on a trip.
I know. I know. When Danielle said when I took her to work,
Hi, Nikki.
It's Team Accessory.
I made my people who are cooking with me Team Accessory too.
And we were a dinner crew, a lunch crew, and we were Team Accessory.
I made my people wear
Accessory.
It was kind of weird because I didn't know anybody. I just got off the Grand Canyon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Which was scared. Well, I know flips.
Were you a main rower?
Getting lucky.
Yeah, my friend was supposed to be a rower on it, and we couldn't go. And he was like, I'm struggling to find somebody. They needed one now. So he was like, please, can you do this? And I was like, I guess so. I'm not doing anything else. Yeah, nice for the most part. We had a couple wild cards, but everybody else was great.
You might have to go.
How long were you
He's off the bed for him. While we're down.
No idea.
Did she ever start it?
Yeah. You want me to pause?